In April 2021, an FHP trooper's dashboard camera recorded a car going at least 110 miles an hour. Earlier this year, Jennifer Carvajal admitted she was behind that wheel and was drunk when the vehicle swerved off I-4 and crashed into a car dealership. The accident killed Carvajal's 22-year-old cousin, Pedro Carvajal. Jennifer will now spend more than 60 years in prison.
Yo, notice the people, this ain't no sequel. Eagle in the sky, coffee on the side, crown on high.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of People. Man, can I please get y'all to hit that thumbs up button and bang on my bell for me and man, subscribe to my channel. I was just saying this. It don't pay to be drinking and driving. Now look what just did happen to old girl. Imagine how she feel right now. That's why she was saying to her cousin, you know, man, please tell them that you was the one that was driving.
What did she say?
Tell them you were driving.
Because she just did this same thing. And guess what? If she would have got herself out of this situation, she would have did the same thing again, and it would have been 9 times out of 10 worse than it was. Listen, y'all, please put the bottles down. Listen, y'all, please stop driving around smoking and drinking. We've been doing this for a long time. Man, listen here, it's only gonna last and go on for so long. And then you got a nerve to have your little cousin off in the car, and your little cousin got a nerve to jump in the car with you, and your other cousin got a nerve to let your cousin jump off in the car with y'all. No, it can't go like this. I feel so sorry for the family. My deepest condolences goes out to this girl and her family, cuz the girl that did this, I hope and pray she find God one day while she off in there, because if she don't, that devil gonna be all up inside of her while she off in there, and she gonna put herself in a worse position than she was when she was out in the world. Just because she was full of that drink, that don't mean that she off in jail and she can't get hold to no drink. Don't y'all know that they got the hooch in there? Don't y'all know that COs will sneak you some of that thing off in there? Let me hit my thing. Except for that's coffee. But the COs, they will sneak you some of that thing off in there, and you will be off in there sipping that thing in your cell and probably wanna, start thinking about going to hell, because that's the only place you going once you hit somebody upside the head and you happen to run into somebody that been bumping their gums off in their cell, and you stab them up and you hit them all across the head with your prison shank. It ain't no better off in prison. Trust me. In fact, it's way worse in prison. Sometimes, listen here, it can be good and it can be bad. It can be gooder and it can be bad or much worse in prison. Do you dig what I'm saying? Man, listen here. I thank God so much because I've been in a few accidents this same way. You understand what I'm saying? Man, I was in my truck one time in Chicago. Now, those that live in Chicago, know about Chicago, that's from Chicago, y'all know when you on a damn Rand Expressway, right? Sometimes you gotta demand your way over to avoid getting on a skyway. This particular day, I couldn't avoid getting over. So I had to get on the skyway right there on 67. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I got on the skyway and had to drive like 20 miles up that way. I ended up in, what's that, like Indiana, I believe, right? Man, tell me why when I turn around now, it's a McDonald's before you get to the toll. I stop at McDonald's, grab me something to eat, me and my passenger. I ain't gonna say no names. We go through the toll, turn around, shoot back to the city and try it again. Now, like I say, y'all from the city, y'all know exactly the place that I'm talking about. Y'all know exactly how it be. So when I got back to the city, I got off on, I believe that's 67, and turned around, got back on the expressway, and I was so off the bottle. I had been drinking Hennessy. I had been drinking Bumpy Face Gin. I had been drinking Blue Label. I had been drinking Savaka. I had been drinking Paul Masson. I had been drinking Remy. I had been drinking beer. When I get off on 67, I get back on the E-way, I do it again. My friend, do you hear me? I get back on the skyway again. That's what alcohol would do. That's why I thank God from the bottom of my heart. I stopped drinking, cuz. Man, listen here. I got this right here in a coffee cup. This is my coffee, cuz. I drink this all day, all night. Do you hear me? I got it off in a Folgers cup. I drink it out of Folgers cup. I drink it out of mug. I drink it out of anything I can pretty much get my hands on. This that mud. This right here replace all of that gin, all of that hen, all of that stuff that's gonna make you sin. Do you understand what I'm saying? A lot of people laugh at me because I be doing me. I be drinking the coffee. Man, listen here. I drink. I don't drink no alcohol. It been 2 years. Matter of fact, it been 2 years and 2 months now since I even touched a bottle of alcohol. I got my own alcohol that I manufacture. I'm the founder of. I got my own alcohol that go by the name of Bossarati. Some of y'all know about it and some of y'all don't. I haven't even touched that bottle in 2.5 years. And guess what? I'ma give it all up to my Father. I'ma give a glory to God. I'ma praise God every chance I get. I'ma thank Him every chance I get, because without Him, I couldn't have did. anyway, let's jump back onto the story. I jump back on the E-way on 67 and I go back down through there, right? I ended up in the same place. The people at the toll, they asked me, man, you came back through here? I'm like, yeah, man, I'm like, yeah, I come back here. In fact, I was drinking in the car. Me and a passenger. We was drinking. So tell me why, when this time, when I turn around to go back to the city, tell me why. Y'all should know what happened. Tell me why I flipped my truck. When I flipped my truck, when it flipped on the driver's side. Like, so I'm like this with my hand up out the window. You see this? You see this scar right here? I had to get stitches right there. Thank God that's the only thing that I came out with. Thank God that's the only thing that happened. Thank God that I didn't kill myself. And thank God that I didn't kill the passenger. I thank God every chance I get. See, this video right here is a storytelling video. This video right here, I'm gonna go back to how I used to film video because I feel like this is very important for y'all to know, to stop drinking and driving. I don't want y'all to go through what I went through. I want y'all to do something different than what I went through. When I flipped the truck, I don't know if I flipped it on some black ice. I don't know if the passenger grabbed the wheel and tried to kill us. I don't know if I fell asleep at the wheel. All I know is I flipped the truck and it happened so fast. When I flipped the truck slid probably about a mile down the expressway. And I landed. When I landed, I hit a pole. And the city, they charged me for hitting that pole. Me, I don't think it was really my fault because I slid. It's not like, I was driving and ran into the pole. I slid to the pole. But anyway, I had to pay like a $200 fine for that. And guess what? Y'all ain't gonna believe this, cuz. Guess what? I told y'all I was drunk off in the car. I told y'all the passenger was drunk sitting in the car. I told y'all we had Mickey D's off in the car. I told y'all we had that drink off in the car. We had cups and we had bottles in the car. When the car flipped and hit that pole, listen up, hold up. I promise you, I thank God that I did not get a DUI. And I still ask myself right now today, how in the world did I get a DUI? When I hit that pole, we climbed up out of there, we both was dizzy. We both were looking like this. We didn't know what was going on. Listen, I didn't have a care in the world. I'ma just keep it funky with you. My own people, I didn't even I was numb to the fact that, she was in the car with me, and I didn't even care at that time. The only thing I cared about was my truck. All I was saying was, man, I done just tore up my truck. My truck looked like a pop can that had done got crushed. Y'all know how that looked, right? Yeah, that's just how my car looked. My car looked just like this right here. That looked just like a pop can that got crushed. Am I lying? If I'm lying, I'm flying. Do you dig what I'm saying? We climbed up out of there. Thank God it was some white people pulled over to the side of the road where me and my passenger was. And guess what they did, y'all? They gave me a shirt, a t-shirt, something like the one I got on. It was white, to cover up my hand because my finger had a hole in it. Do you hear what I'm saying? I could have lost my finger, cuz. I could have lost my whole arm. I said when I flipped over, my arm was dragging up out of the car like this. And the only thing that really touched the ground when we was sliding down the expressway was this finger. They wrapped it up for me. They put me in a car. The cops came. I don't know why I didn't get a DUI. Like I told y'all, it was bottles in the car. It was cups in the car. It smelled like alcohol. I smelled like alcohol. She smelled like alcohol. Listen here, it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. The reason why we was out at this time of the morning because something had happened. Something real bad had happened. And we had just left the hospital, right? Checking on somebody. I ain't gonna say no name. We was checking on them, and my cousin asked me to drop her off at the crib. She lived out there in the hundreds in Roseland, right? And I said, yeah. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that, y'all? Because everything happened for a reason. And the reason is, I believe the reason is because if I wouldn't have never went through that, the other crashes that I went through, I've been through like 4 or 5 real bad crashes. If I never would have went through that accident, if I never would have went through that bad wreck, I wouldn't be here telling y'all this story about drinking and driving. Do y'all hear me? I need y'all to please open up y'all eyes and please open up y'all ears to this. Man, listen here. That alcohol can be way worse than that fat tea. That alcohol can be worse than smoking that cognac. That alcohol can be worse than heroin. That alcohol can be worse than popping pills. That alcohol can be, man, your worst nightmare. Do you hear what I'm saying? Listen here, y'all better listen. Take it from me because I have the experience to be here living, telling y'all I'm a living witness. That alcohol ain't nothing to play with, cuz. The alcohol is nothing to play with. And what kills me is, right, when you driving and you get off the expressway and you go get you some gas, you go off in the store up in there, they got bottles all everywhere through there. I'm talking about they got every kind of alcohol you want. You walk in the back, they got coolers full of beer. They got wine. They got champagne. They got everything. Why? Is this a setup? This got to be a setup, cuz. Don't let these people set you up. Big sis, little sis, big bro, and little bro. Don't let these people set you up. Be smart and use your head before you end up dead. Be smart and use your head before you be somewhere that you not trying to be. You got kids, you understand me? And they don't want to see you off in that position. Just like old girl just got that 7D. How you think she feeling right now? How you think she feeling right now, cuz? I'ma just keep it all the way funky with y'all. Ain't no telling how she feeling. She might be happy as a faggot with a beggar. Ding dong. You never know. She might have found God off it now, and she might be feeling like if it wasn't for this jail cell every night, I'd be out there, man, tossing that bottle upside down every night. If I'm lying, I'm down. Y'all gotta feel that. If y'all feeling that, please, man, jump down off in my comments and let me know y'all feeling that. Listen here, man. I got a few more things to say, and then I'm gonna get on about y'all way today. Do you dig what I'm saying? First of all I wanna say is, if you ever end up in that situation, cuz, learn from it. Learn from it. Don't let it beat you upside the head, because it's gonna beat you all upside your head. It's gonna beat your whole body up. Listen, don't let it beat you, cuz, unless you just weak and wanna fold. Don't let it beat you. Let it be a learning lesson. So when you come home, you gonna be a better person. Now this person here, she not getting out till she 18. No, matter of fact, I think she gonna be older than that, cuz. I could be mistaken. She gonna be older than that. That was ugly. If y'all seen that video, bruh, y'all want me to rewind it again? Man, check it out.
Well, the driver in a DUI crash that killed her cousin will spend 67 years in prison. A judge handed down Jennifer Carvajal's sentence this morning. Now, this is the second time she'll go to prison for a deadly DUI accident.
Yeah, Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer was in court today to hear what she and her family had to say about this punishment.
Prosecutors portrayed Jennifer Carvajal as a danger to the community who cared more about staying out of prison than about the people in her car. In April 2021, an FHP trooper's dashboard camera recorded a car going at least 110 miles an hour. Earlier this year, Jennifer Carvajal admitted she was behind that wheel and was drunk when the vehicle swerved off I-4 and crashed into a car dealership. The accident killed Carvajal's 22-year-old cousin, Pedro Carvajal. Jennifer will now spend more than 60 years in prison.
The constant void that will always be there because of selfish acts that Jennifer decided to do. It is something that we live with and live through every single day.
In February, Carvajal pleaded guilty to DUI manslaughter. Pedro's aunt testified during Carvajal's sentencing Friday that the accident left their family devastated.
We live through it with our family gatherings. We live through it through holidays. We live through it through birthdays and anniversaries. Where Pedro is now empty.
Two other passengers were seriously hurt. One of them was Lexia Gonzalez, who testified Carvajal asked her to say she was driving so Carvajal could stay out of trouble.
What did she say?
Tell them you were driving.
This was the second time Carvajal killed someone while driving drunk. She spent 5 years in prison following a deadly DUI accident in 2014 when she was 16 years old. Carvajal told the packed courtroom Friday that she regrets her mistakes.
How can I be worthy enough to beg my family for forgiveness?
She asked for a lenient sentence. She said her decisions followed a traumatic childhood that included years of abuse she never addressed. And Carvajal says she wishes she could have traded places with her cousin.
I want you to know I will continue to live for him. I can't replace him, and I can't undo anything, but one thing I know for sure, he will never be forgotten.
That promise wasn't enough for the judge, who agreed with prosecutors that Carvajal has proven twice that she's a danger to the community.
She has now committed 2 acts of DUI and taken 2 people's lives while doing it.
So the judge sentenced Carvajal to about 67 years in prison. She would be in her 90s by the time she's eligible to get out. In Tampa, Aaron Mesmer, Fox 13
Look how she did. Look how that was ugly, cuz. And you know what? Hold on. There's one thing I want to say before I get up out of here, and I promise y'all, I'm going to get on about y'all here. To all of y'all police officers, stop scaring people, because if it wasn't for y'all, I promise you, this lady wouldn't have crashed her car. If y'all pay attention to the video, the lady got scared. In fact, the police tried to run the lady off the road. Now what kind of training is that y'all got going on, cuz? What kind of training is that? No! To the police academy across the country, I need y'all to really hear me out about this right here. Y'all gotta train y'all officers, and upcoming officers, y'all gotta train these people way better than that. I done seen some officers, bruh, pull people over or come through an alley real quick, doing 100, burning rubber, stop, jump out with their blickies and pulling on people's doors, talking about get out of here. Do you know how much fear that causes a person? Do you know how much fear that put in a person? Understand where I'm coming from. It put a lot of fear in them, and it make things like this happen. If y'all don't believe me, I can prove myself with several videos. I can prove myself with this here video. I want y'all to rewind it back and pay attention to the lady was doing 100 and what they say, 12 or 120, but she was driving right until them police hit they lights and pulled all the way up to the tail of her car. And, call themselves pulling her over. Man, listen here. Who do y'all think finna be pulling over? And they breaking the law, cuz. They got, man, this girl had a baby in here and a passenger, cuz. And she had herself, and she knew she had already did 5 of them for killing somebody. Do you think that she really was finna pull over? Let's just be real. No. Y'all caused that lady to crash like that and kill them 2, that baby. Y'all caused that accident. I was gonna say CPD, but I'ma just say the PD. I'ma say, if you know you have authority to pull somebody over, don't do it like that. Especially if you know or even think that they been drinking, don't do it like that. Unless y'all be trying to do it like that. And if you ask me, I really do think that y'all be trying to do that. Y'all got a brain that y'all know how to use. Y'all use it and y'all just make people, blank out. Y'all make people crash out. Y'all make people panic. Y'all make people turn to somebody that they really not. Y'all make people turn to somebody that they don't want to turn to, cuz. Please listen to me. Man, listen here, man. With this story, I'm going to get on about y'all. Yeah, because this story right here is very sad, and I hope y'all take heed. Stop drinking and driving, because you know why? You can't beat it. You can't beat it. You can't defeat it. Once you tell 12 you been drinking, they gonna look at you totally different. Matter of fact, they ain't even gonna look at you. They gonna look at each other. The police, they gonna look at each other and be like, oh, we got us one. And they gonna look that way while you standing right there, and they gonna say, come on, let's do this sobriety test. We smell alcohol all up on you. Come on, stand on one foot for me. Come on, follow this pin for me. Come on, you going to jail, hop in the back for me. Hold on, first of all, put these cuffs on for me, hop in the back, and let's take this ride. Big sis, little sis, big bro, and little bro, I need y'all to listen to this one here. Man, listen here, I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. Every time y'all come here, up on my chisel, I got to. Man, I need y'all to do 4 things for me. Can y'all please make sure y'all look up tonight, and please make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button and bang on my bell for me, and yeah, subscribe to my chisel, and y'all already know what time it is. Man, shed no tears, and if you shed tears, don't let it break you. I've been shedding tears for years. Look how I look. Don't I look good and nice and wealthy? It's deuces, it's deuces, it's deuces, 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 it's deuces, it's deuces, it's deuces, deuces, deuces. Hey, hey, and I'm out y'all ear for the day, man. I love y'all.
Yo, notice the people, this ain't no sequel. Eagle in the sky, coffee on the side, crown on high.
Need is 300 likes on this video. I'm on a road to 5,000 subscribers. Please hit that like button, and please make sure you donate to the channel so I can keep on bringing y'all great content. I love y'all.